Okay, I'm live. Welcome to my 60-second show and the law of karma or cause and effect. That's what I'm going to be talking about tonight. The law of karma. A lot of gobbledygook, isn't it? It's cause and effect gobbledygook as well. Well, it's not. It's scientifically proven to be fact, and I'm going to explain to you how it works. And so, before I do, I would like to just mention that I'm still available for one-to-one coaching, group coaching, workshops, and also speaking events. I've got one on Friday at the Metro Bank. Well, it's a small one, but it's still a speaking event. And yeah, if you're interested in getting in touch and finding out how I work and how I can help you, drop me a line and I will tell you. So tonight I want to talk about how every action that we take in life generates a force of energy that is returned to us in like kind. So basically what that means is we reap what we sow in life. And from a personal perspective, the night I walked into that party where I ended up getting into an argument and ended up getting arrested and sent to prison, I was guilty of creating that whole scenario by not being consciously aware of my thoughts, feelings and actions that night. No, I wasn't guilty of the offence, but I was guilty of creating that scenario and the resulting consequences for me. And as a result of having unconscious beliefs and attitudes that I hadn't dealt with from many years previously, I reacted in a certain way, and that led me into danger, and it cost me a lot. And like I said, you reap what you sow in life. And if you don't choose your thoughts and your feelings consciously, this is the sort of thing that can happen to you. So some of these choices that we make are conscious choices. Others are made unconscious. We are essentially infinite choice makers in life. In every moment of our existence, we are in a field of possibilities, where we have access to an infinity of choices. We literally can choose anything we want. The best way to understand and maximize the use of karmic law is to become consciously aware of the choices we make in every single moment of our life. Whether you like it or not, everything that happens to you is a consequence of a choice that you've previously made. Like I just said, I chose to think and believe things in certain ways. That then led me to act in a certain way as well, unconsciously. It was an unconscious choice. Unfortunately, most choices that we make are unconscious. And therefore, we don't think they are actual choices. We kid ourselves. We pretend, it just happens. It's a choice. It's a factual choice. We're making unconscious choices all of the time, every minute of every day. When we're not consciously aware of that, we're unconsciously making choices that live our life for us. So if I was to insult you, and you would possibly take offence to that insult. Likewise, if I was to pay you a compliment, you might be flattered or be pleased about that. But think about that. It's still a choice. It's a choice, because I can insult you, and you can choose not to be offended by that. Likewise, I can pay you a compliment, and you can choose not to be flattered by that. We're always at choice. Whether you're aware of it or not aware of it, we are always at choice. So in other words, even though we have infinite choice available to us, we become conditioned to respond in certain ways, dependent on the trigger to that reflex. So for instance, again, in my situation, I developed a belief that if someone was threatening to me or bullying me, I should respond in a certain way, aggressively. Even though I'd moved on with my life in many, many ways, I was no longer involved in that sort of life of being in fights and stuff like that. That belief was still there in the unconscious mind. So when something triggered that, it still my unconscious mind still responded or reacted in that way. I was not consciously aware of my thoughts, because if I had been, I wouldn't have responded in the way I had done. I would have moved away from the situation, recognising that it was a dangerous situation that could end up ending badly. And it did end badly. So, most of us, as a result of conditioning, have repetition and predictable responses to stimuli in our environment. So basically that means that our reactions seem to be automatically triggered by people or circumstances, and we forget that these are still choices we are making literally in every moment of every second of every day. So we're always making choices, unconsciously and consciously, in every moment of our existence. We're just not aware of it half the time, or most of the time. So we are consciously, simply making choices unconsciously, probably 90% of the time. Surprising, isn't it? And so if you step back and witness the choices you are actually making, what you do, just by doing that, just by analysing those thoughts and looking at it, you're bringing the unconscious mind into the conscious realm. So you're no longer unconsciously thinking thoughts, you're actually consciously thinking them now, and you're choosing what you want to think rather than allowing the unconscious mind to choose for you. And as a consequence of that, you can choose a thought that works for you, instead of allowing the unconscious mind to do, like I just said there a minute ago, choose a thought that doesn't work for you. That's going to lead you into something that you don't want to be involved in, or a dangerous situation, because it's a response or a reaction to something that you've previously developed much long time before in your life, which no longer serves you. A belief, an attitude that no longer serves you. And instead of unconsciously responding from that level, you're responding from a conscious level, which is where you are now, how you want to be now. So you want to really ask yourself two things when you're making any choice. And I'm talking about conscious choices here, because obviously when you're making unconscious choices, you're not aware of it, are you, unless you're bringing yourself to conscious awareness. And when you bring yourself to conscious awareness, you need to ask yourself two things. What are the consequences of the choice I'm making? Secondly, will this choice I'm making bring about happiness to myself and the people around me? And if the answer is yes, obviously make the choice. If the answer is no, don't. It's as simple as that. The heart is intuitive and will always give you the correct answer to any situation or circumstance that you face, or any choice that you want to make, or any decision that you want to make. However, in order to access intuition, you need to be consciously aware. Because unless you're consciously aware, you can't tap into your intuition. You're not aware of what's going on there, because you're too busy in your mind thinking about something else. So consciously aware of your thoughts and your feelings allows you to tap into your intuition, which then allows you to decide whether that choice is going to be the right one for you, and whether it's going to be something that's going to work for you, basically. So you can actually use the law of karma to create money, affluence, and the flow of all good things into your life, basically. And but first, there's one thing you've got to do if you want that to happen. You've got to be consciously aware. And if you're not consciously aware, you're going to be surprised and wondering why you're not making money, and why is my life not moving forward in the way I want. Well, it's because you're not consciously in control of your mind. You're allowing your subconscious mind to dictate everything that's happening for you. And that's how karma works. It creates things that we don't want to happen, rather than the things that we do want to happen, unconsciously or subconsciously. If you want karma to work for you, you have to become consciously aware of your thoughts. You have to become consciously aware of your action, your feelings and your actions, and make them work for you. And once you do that, you're aware of your choice. When you're much more conscious, then you're going to make full use of the law of karma. And then you will make a success of your life. And then you will make lots of money. And then you will be very happy and fulfilled. But you've got to learn to be consciously aware of your thoughts and your feelings and your actions all of the time. It's not easy. And that's exactly why I'm a coach. And that's exactly why I've got a coach. And that's exactly why people employ me to be their coach. Because it's not an easy process. If it was easy, we'd all be doing it easily. And we'd all be millionaires. And we're not. Because most of the time we're living in our minds. We're not really living in the conscious moment, controlling our lives in the way we really want to. Not using karma in the way that we really should be. So the more choices at this level of your conscious awareness, the more you will make the choices work for you in life, basically. So if you're looking to sort of move forward with your life, create something special with your life, choose something that works for you. Choose a thought, a perspective, a feeling, an action that works for you. And do it consciously. Learn how to switch the subconscious mind off and become much more aware of what you're thinking all of the time. Tap into your intuition. Use that to choose whether your decisions or choices are the right ones. And you can create the life that you want. And if you want help doing that, that's exactly what I do with clients. I help them firstly learn this philosophy, which helps them do this consistently every day, so that they're performing always at their best. And I support them through that process too. So if you're looking to increase your confidence, increase your wealth, improve your relationships, become much more satisfied in all areas of your life, and the cost of what you're doing currently is too much, then invest in yourself and get in touch with me, and I will help you do exactly that. And I hope this has been informative for a few people tonight, those people who are interested in moving forward with their lives. And I hope that you can use it to do so. And I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.